Good day everyone. In today's video, we are going to look at a strategy you can follow on pain and gain pairs from Weltrade. Really easy strategy, so make sure you stay to the end of the video so that you can exactly see what we are going to do. So we are going to go through how the strategy works, and then we're going to go through a few chart examples so that you know exactly what to look for. So let's jump straight to the video. All right, so let's have a look. So the first thing we know how the market moves up and down like this. So that's something that we go through on every video. So we know that these are highs and these are lows, highs and lows, right? So what we need to do, it's going to be a really simple, easy pattern that we are going to look for. And we are going to look at a pain and a gain pair, for example. So what do we do in pain? We sell. And what do we do in gain? We buy. So when the trend is going up like this, right? We want a higher time frame, high to be taken out. So let's even say it comes through here and these highs are being taken out. There's an order block, for example, or a fair value gap right over here. And if we draw that out, now price is entering our POI. So we took the liquidity, we entered a higher time frame POI, and now we simply look for this pattern where we have the sweep, we have a market structure shift, and then we want price to retrace to confirm, for example, in a fair value gap. But then to be extra conservative, we want price to take out the second low as well and then retrace into a POI like an order block or a fair value gap. And then this is where we are going to take our entry on the lower time frame, and then we are going to continue to the down move, and it's going to work exactly the same with buy. Everything is just going to be inverted. So I think with no further ado, let's jump straight to the charts and let's look at some examples. All right, so we are here on pain 400. Let's just zoom out a little bit so we can see. So we can clearly see we were in a down move trend right over here. Price retraced, and then we have a bunch of POIs resting there. So let's look at this piece of price action. So yes, this is the benefit of hindsight, but I want us to start looking at these patterns so we can see how it will look in the markets. So let's first see, when we look at this right over here, where did this high react from? So let's just look at where did it react from. From a nice fair value gap on the low, and this was a nice resistance zone right over here. And that's where price reacted from right over here. So when we look at this piece of price action, we can clearly see we had a liquidity sweep right over here. There's a bunch of highs that's being created also right over here. We broke through this high. Now, where was the low that broke this highs right over here? It was this low right over here, right? So when price comes up right over here, we want to see this low being taken out as the first leg and the market structure shift or break of structure that happened. So now we have not entered a trade. We can already see price is retracing, right, into our POI. Now, here is our next low right over here before this push up right over here. And now we can clearly see we want price to take out this low and then start retracing. So what do we have? We have an order block zone right over here, and we have a fair value gap right over here. So what did price do? The price broke through, came back, never took out this low, took out the highs, then again, there's liquidity that's being created right over there. That's really nice as an extra confirmation. Price pushed in, and then we had the real move happening right over there. And as you can see, price went down all the way from there till there. All right, everyone. So as you can see, I'm trading on Weltrade. If you want 150% first time deposit bonus, link is down in the description. Make sure you open your account on Weltrade and receive your 150% first deposit bonus. Get straight to it. So let's continue with the video. Okay, so let's look at this piece of price action here. As you can see, price reacted from which zone right over here, from this order block fair value gap zone right over here. We had a high that's being created. So it means liquidity. We have a high there, we have a high there. Inside of this fair value gap right over here, price reacted from this order block zone right over here. As you can see, huge move down. So let's see what happens. We took liquidity. Price made the first push down. So we took out this low right over here. First leg, we retraced into a fair value gap area right over here. Then again, we're waiting for the second leg to be taken out. As you can see there, we took out this low. And now we wait for a retrace into a nice fair value gap area and an order block area right over here. And this is where the big move happened. So after you tapped in there, you wait for that second leg as an extra confirmation, the retrace, and what do we get? We get this big move down, and now you can ride it as a continuation. Look what happened again. We took out the higher time frame low. We had an order block there and a fair value gap right over there. Price came in. Again, we had highs that's being created. Liquidity sweep happened right over there. We took this low, had a small push up. We took this low. And then price immediately reacted from this order block zone right over here. And guess what? We have a nice big push down. And this can go on and on literally by following these simple steps. So that's how easy it is. Go back test it for yourself. Let me know down in the comments as well. I will see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Please leave a like and subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next one.